Well, this year we are celebrating the 80th anniversary of North Central Electric Cooperative, and your cooperative's mission is to provide our member owners with highly reliable electric service, superior customer service, and innovative energy solutions at competitive prices. I'm pleased to report once again that your cooperative achieved this mission in 2015 and ended the year with positive results. Our success in 2015 reflects the hard work and dedication of your North Central Electric employees. 7 of our employees have reached a significant service milestone this year. They're standing down in front of us, and as I recognize you, if you step forward, raise your hand. So, first is apprentice lineman Aaron Lindsay with 5 years of service. Thank you, Aaron. The next is lineman Donovan Roth with 10 years of service. Also, line foreman Ron Foose, 20 years of service. And then our cashier receptionist Roxy Bates, 25 years. Also with 25 years, line foreman Tim Christian. And then moving up to 30 years, line foreman Mike Schock. And then also our operations manager Steve Krebs, who you saw in the video, 40 years of service. Thank you very much. Your cooperative's mission statement is intended to keep us looking forward and working on 3 major goals. Number 1, providing highly reliable electric service. Number 2, providing superior customer service. And number 3, providing innovative energy solutions at competitive prices. We believe we've met all 3 in 2015. However, keeping electric rates competitive is our greatest challenge, especially when you have a U.S. president on record as saying his plan is to bankrupt any utility who burns coal to generate electricity. Now, we are grateful for the temporary reprieve granted by the Supreme Court's stay on the EPA's Clean Power Plan. However, we are not out of the woods yet. We will see how all this mess plays out in Congress, the federal courts, and especially in this year's presidential election, where whoever's elected president will appoint the 7th or the 9th Supreme Court Justice and have an influence on this decision on the Clean Power Plan. What's interesting is we have one candidate who is campaigning to throw out the Clean Power Plan and one who wants to keep it and has stated publicly that she wants to put coal companies out of business and coal miners out of work. Our ongoing challenge to keeping rates as affordable as possible is continuing to maintain our North Central Electric Cooperative's lines, especially with little or no growth in members. Here you can see a slide that prior to the Great Recession, I don't know what was great about it, but anyway, we averaged about 100 new services per year. However, since a year since 2008, you can see we're in minus territory. We need to invest roughly $3 million a year in our system to maintain the quality of our electric service. Now, we have some of the best electric service records in terms of outages and other statistics in Ohio. And that takes a significant amount of time, attention, money, and maintenance programs. But when you have decreases in members each year, it becomes harder to support that in the budget. And that's one of the reasons why President Frankert said that we're going to continue to make small increases in our service charge every year as we continue to invest in the system. This continued investment in our electric system makes North Central also one of the largest property tax payers in Crawford, Seneca, and Wyandotte counties. Interestingly, our tax bill has increased more than 30% since 2010. Some of that has been due to increased tax levies, Much of it has been due to our increased investment. In 2015, the cooperative paid $925,853 in property taxes. Now, the good news is about 58% of our major power lines are new since the 2000s. The very large increase in planned investment you can see there during the 2000s includes more than 235 miles of line that were rebuilt after the 2005 ice storm at a cost of $6.5 million, 75% of which was paid by a FEMA grant, for which we're grateful, and resulted in a net cost of $1.5 million on that project. We also have taken advantage of today's lower interest rates to lower our interest costs by refinancing some of our old mortgage loans, which will save almost $2 million in interest costs over the remaining life of these loans. We also have an innovative shared management services arrangement with our sister cooperative in Wellington, Lorraine Medina Rural Electric Cooperative, which saves us about $650,000 a year in operating costs we would otherwise have. This savings has allowed us to invest in some of the advanced technologies, such as in the mapping, in our SCADA system, which allows us to remotely control our electric lines. So, for example, a couple weeks ago, we had an outage on the AEP transmission line serving our Bascom substation. We were able to reroute power from our other substations and get those folks back on in less than half an hour without sending our crews out. So this technology has really improved the reliability of our electric system. I hope you've had time to read your cooperative's annual report. You'll see there's a lot going on at your cooperative. We recognize that you, our members, own the cooperative that serves you, and your board, management team, and employees are working hard to earn your continued support. We know we are ultimately accountable to you.